concept of getting a big following. And when you're a band, you do everything to get, back then in the 90s, it was like flyers and posters and everything. And it was all word of mouth and stuff, and local radio support somewhere. But he had the idea of going to there was a college just down the street, and he got the student directory, and he would pick out all the hottest girls and circle them, and then he would contact them personally and invite them to the show free. They're on the guest list. So we have 50 the hottest girls. So pretty soon everybody knew all the hottest girls were going to our show. It's the most ridiculous thing, but it totally worked. And now talking about it now, I'm wondering why the hell did we kick that guy out? The greatest. Let's go, a cup of tea. I'm visiting the grounds a little weather where I stood, right field in my neighborhood. I was mostly lost, always least, digging graduation, everyone would throw that into the sun, but they'll drop like flies to the sea. This is not my cup of tea. And Valerie, the wind won't be keeping her around. I'm nailing leaves to the ground, but it feels like sand underneath. Digging, she's never letting me forget. I've always been in it digging, but at times like this I'll agree. This is not my cup of tea. This is not my cup of tea. This is not my cup of and crash in a rain, collapse still, we are gone. Will our last breath be a yawn? Watching them sort in debris. This is not my cup of This is not my cup of Thanks so much. Whenever I take these long drives, I like to listen to stuff I haven't heard in a while, so I'll bring my old CD collection and listen to stuff. And there it was sitting there, our very first album called A Separate Head Injury, and I haven't listened to that album in 20 years. And just, you just go to the Verve Facebook page, because I actually filmed myself listening to one of the worst, did you see that today? One of the worst parts in the album that I've ever written. It's just so humiliating, and the look of disgust on my face is authentic. I've written that. So you know what I'm talking about. This song I wrote, this is was most popular from the band. This is called Freshmen. I wrote this, I was working a day job at a sporting goods store, and then I was also working distributing for a company called Hamilton, and we put in CDs and tapes into Kmart's and Walmart's and that kind of thing. And it's about the time that the Vanilla Ice was blowing up. The Vanilla Ice. I just titled him like Sir Vanilla Ice. But I remember like even on top of we put the cassette tapes in the racks, and then on top of the shelves would be the depths of the ceiling, the Vanilla Ice, Vanilla Ice. Milli Vanilli and all that. It was a terrible time for music, wasn't it? Late 80s, like, wow. I was working this job, and I wrote the song about 89, 90. And it wasn't a hit till 97, I think, so it changed a little bit. I was young, I knew everything. She a punk who really ever took advice. Now I'm guilt-stricken, sobbing with my head on the floor. Stop a baby's breath, a shoe full of rice. No, can't be held responsible, 'cause she was touching her face. I won't be held responsible. She fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember. Made us think that we were wise and we'd never compromise. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen. Friend took a week's vacation to forget her. This girl took a week's worth of value and slept, and now he's guilt-stricken, sobbing with his head on the floor. Thinks about her now and how he never really wept. He said, can't be held responsible, 'cause she was touching her face. I won't be held responsible. She fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember. It made us think that we were wise and we'd never compromise. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen. Try to wash our hands of all of this. We never talk of our lack in relationships, how we're guilt-stricken, sobbing with our heads on the floor. We fell through the ice when we tried not to slip. We'd say, hey, can't be held responsible. She was touching her face. Responsible. She fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember. It made us think that we were wise and we never compromised. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen. For the life of me, I cannot remember. Made us think that we were wise and we never compromise. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen. We were merely freshmen. We were freshmen. You guys want to hear anything? I mean, anybody want to hear anything? I'll do my